Hi, this is Dixie again with the 15th video from my plan to do one watercolor a day for all of 2024. This brings us to November 18th, a video of a very colorless sunset. And I used some metallic paints to show how even without the colors, there was a lot of light on the water. It's not something the camera's great at capturing, but you can see it a bit. And this is obviously a swan. I'm at least that good at painting that you could tell. Anyway, a swan, reflections, lily pads, pretty clear. Some Christmas decorations. And that was a night we actually had a power outage, so I had the kerosene lamp lit up and was painting in the dark. Then I tried to do a poinsettia of fairies. Usually I don't paint without some sort of reference photo to look at, but this was all out of my head. And this one, Christmas bauble snow globes with a snowy forest scene, the king tide splashing up at Shore Acres, and another snowman. I'm really having fun with this project. So if you decide to paint and are inspired at all by it, it's another way to do meditation, I think. This is Lucy meeting the fawn at the lamppost from Narnia, which my teacher read to me in 4th grade, and my granddaughter's teacher is reading to them now that they're in 5th grade. It's good memories. Okay, still on the Christmas bauble theme. Tried to do clear glass ones with the family initials on it for my base family and then for each of my sons. And this is supposed to look like Taylor Swift's piano and guitar from the night that she was singing while wearing the dress that they call the koi fish dress because of the colors on it. And another snowman. It's funny because, we've got Christmas. We've got flowers. I've got lights and fall leaves and a lot of green grass. And my beautiful foxy girl is out on the gopher hunt. But one thing we do not usually get around here is a white Christmas. So I've been painting snowmen. Can't make them. Might as well paint them. Here we have my version of a grown-up Rudolph who's not going to take any bullying from anybody. Back to the Narnia lamppost and the robin that the kids first follow to find the beaver dam after Mr. Tumnus's house is destroyed. Then this is from the novel I wrote, Duffy Barkley is Not a Dog. The opening of Duffy's time in in Erlin has Duffy falling into a nest at the top of a giant tree, and the nest belongs to a flying white tiger. And this one is snow again. Turkeys, the way it looked outside my in-laws' home in Newcastle, Wyoming. Lots of turkeys, lots of snow, lots of cactuses. Thanksgiving, we always ate turkey, but there were turkey all over the yard at the same time. And back to something we're more likely to see around here in the fall. And I guess it's still fall for a few more days. This is the 15th, 6 more days. Then a friend of mine runs a koala rescue in Australia called Koala Gardens. And she took a photograph that she gave me permission to use as a reference for my painting. And then there is a painting challenge to do an advent calendar from Duent Paper Company on YouTube. So we're learning about some different traditions around the world. Things like the Ukrainian cobweb ornament, the Greek Christmas boat of hope called the Karavaki, a tortilla from Quebec, Canada, that's actually a minced meat pie, and the Mexican Tin Star Christmas tree. Here I have a photo by Vicki Appleton of a heron. And I have a glass sea float that we often see that people have found washed up on the beach. I've never actually found one, but they come from Japan and use them to keep nets afloat. Then, inspired by a boat photograph, my granddaughter, my dog, my husband, and our house. But again, it's only been snowy like this maybe once in her life. More snowmen. And a coelacanth, which I was fascinated by when I read about it as a child, and they have one mounted on the wall at Undersea World here in Crescent City. Then I got some black gouache, which is a water-based paint, but not transparent. So I was trying to see how it worked. And used it again a lot to do Santa in the Northern Lights. And this one was posted by Sequoia National Park as a photograph. And I didn't see anywhere on it that they gave credit to the photographer. And I should not have painted it without permission, but it's beautiful. We never get snow like that in our redwoods. And then I added a Christmas tree into the same scene. And I tried to paint a mer kitten batting at the ornaments deep under the sea because, you know, I like mermaids. And, oh my goodness, I bent it, but this is Heart Mountain, which is the one that was on the edge of everything when I was growing up in Cody, Wyoming. And I tried to paint it twice. So there's a cowboy wearing a hat, using a lasso for a wreath, wearing an old rain slicker for a snowman. There's a falcon on a fence post, and my grandpa's old black pickup truck that he, in the summer, used to sell antlers off of the side of the road on the way up to Yellowstone out of that truck. Horns and antlers. So there's actually a few samples of those. And that's it for right now. Thanks again for following along on this adventure. Merry Christmas.